when you look at all of these Republicans, you know who never gets talked about when you talk about Vietnam? Mitt Romney. And maybe people think he looks young, but he was of age. He could have gone to Vietnam, and he didn't. You want to know why? This is beautiful. He got a deferment to go to France. He said that he was going to be a minister of religion for a year, which of course means just doing a Mormon mission. Where did he go? Gay Paris. What's going on, Mitt? You talk a tough guy about, oh my God, I'm going to go into Iran and Obama's not tough enough and et cetera, et cetera. 3-year deferment for academic reasons, 1 year to go to France. Go to France. Can you imagine if Obama went to France to get out of a war? Okay? But that's what Mitt Romney did. Nobody talks about it. But that's not all. All of these Republican warmongers are huge hypocrites, and they're all scared. None of them went. Look at Dick Cheney next. Okay, no, let's go to Newt Gingrich next. Yeah, what did he do? He got deferments from 1961 to 1971, education. Then he said, I got 2 daughters, which allows you to move back in the line. And he told the Wall Street Journal in 1985, part of the question I had to ask myself was, what difference I would have made? Oh, great, so let other people die because your fat ass wouldn't have made a difference. These people are unbearable, and the people that drive us to war more than anyone else, and when it was their time, ran for the hills. God, they're so scared, they're so weak, they're so pathetic, and that's why they talk like big guys when it comes to sending your kids to war. But we're not done yet. Now we go to Dick Cheney. Now, Dick Cheney in 1965 was available immediately for military service. Did he go? Of course not. In January 1966, he said he was deferred from military service because service would cause hardship upon his family. Oh, really? Because the other guys who went and died in Vietnam, that didn't cause any hardship for their family. And then finally, his daughter was born conveniently, right, as that made a difference. And then here's my favorite part. In 1989, when asked, he told the Washington Post, I had other priorities in the 60s than military service. Oh, did you? Whereas the kids who died in that jungles of Vietnam, oh, they didn't have other priorities. Their priority was to die in that jungle that people like you sent them to. These people are despicable, but I'm not done yet because we're about to get to possibly the best, although you can't beat Ted Nugent for cowardice. It's Tom DeLay. Why didn't Tom DeLay go? By the way, you know what? Dick Cheney did not get 1 deferment. He got 5 deferments. Tom DeLay also, 1960 to 1970. Well, in 1988, outside the Republican National Convention in New Orleans, he told the Houston Press why he couldn't go, and the Houston Press describes it this way. So many minority youths and had volunteered for the well-paying military positions to escape poverty and the ghetto that there was literally no room for patriotic folks like himself. He didn't go because the minorities took his spot. They took his spot to go die for their country. This bastard not only runs, but then blames blacks and Latinos for going to die in his place. Like he couldn't volunteer, he could have easily volunteered. An enormous liar, and as always with these Republican warmongers, an enormous coward.